This clip is brought to you by SaveWithConrad.com. This clip is brought to you by SaveWithConrad.com.
Let's talk about the February 19th Raw is War. You had a sit-down interview with Kevin Kelly. They've done this a lot over the years. This time you're being sat down with Kevin Kelly, and you say it hurts to get booed after what you did for your country at the Olympics, while a guy like The Rock, who wouldn't and couldn't represent his country, gets cheered. And you question, why is he the hero when you're the one who's kind and courteous? And then you ask Kevin Kelly, how's the people's champion treating you? Has your son asked you what a hermaphrodite is? Of course, famously, The Rock started to refer to Kevin Kelly as Hermie and a hermaphrodite. Google that, or maybe don't if you're not sure. But this is great stuff, super entertaining, and you're getting to show the depth of your character, for lack of a better phrase, right?
Yeah, I was, my character back then was manipulation, and right. I would use words to hold people up and hold them accountable. And they were always honest words. They were truthful. They just, you take it for granted when, someone puts you down or says something. But I was very creative and causing manipulation. It was one of the things that I did best as a heel.
I like the line that you say, everyone expects WrestleMania to be Rock versus Stone Cold, but I've made a whole career out of proving people wrong, and I'm going to beat The Rock at No Way Out. This is a nice way to sell the pay-per-view, I think.
Yes, without a doubt. That promo was from Brian Gewirtz, and it was dead on. Couldn't have said it any better. It was a great setup for the match, and it gave people some hope that I might end up winning.
Let's talk about the SmackDown, the Go Home SmackDown. It's February 22nd. You open the show wearing your tracksuit, and you have the belt hung over your shoulder, and you start your pose like your friends Edge and Christian. I know what you're thinking. And then you do a Southern drawl. Grab your camera, honey. That damn picture is going to be worth something. The last time Kurt Angle stands in the ring on SmackDown, WWF champion, is going to be a genuine collector's item.
A genuine collector's item.
Did you practice this Southern drawl that day?
I had to. I never talked Southern before, and I had to practice it over and over again. Yes. I didn't want to make an ass out of myself, but I did anyway, because, I'm not very good at it, but I threw it out there. I'm not shy by any means. I'll do whatever it takes to make the crowd laugh or annoy them. I was very annoying as a heel. So that was my strength as a heel. I was very annoying to the fans.
I liked the rest of the promo too. You acknowledge The Rock has been saying the countdown is on, like, until he's champion. And you say, well, thank you, Casey Kasem. And if you don't get the reference, he's a famous radio DJ who used to do the countdown for years and years of whatever was the top of the charts. And then we hear something from you you don't say very often in this era. You said the word ass on TV. TikTok my ass. Which I guess is showing that you've got a little hardened edge. You're taking things seriously here.
Yes, I was showing that I was pissed off. And,
yes.
Even though I was very proper in my language, I broke that promise that I wouldn't swear, because I always say I don't swear. So I was being, I guess the word is what's it called when you say something and do the other?
Yeah.
I can't remember.
Well, you're even going to make fun of The Rock's new song, Pie. And you ask, what the freaking heck is that? I know you Kansas City fans are into The Rock. So of course they like The Rock. You guys are the same people who worship George Brett, who was a famous baseball player. And you referred to him as a well-known cheater and hemorrhoid sufferer. That is just classic, silly, old school, great stuff.
Yeah. George Brett, he did commercials for hemorrhoid medicine, right? And so I came up with that before I did the promo, and it was one of the funniest things I said. I know the Kansas City fans knew what I was talking about, but a lot of people might not know what I was speaking about.
Well, I loved it. And I also like that you can't help yourself. You say, when he's singing about pie, he's not talking about a baking pan and flour. I assure you of that. Just tremendous.
Yes, he was talking about the girls' private parts.
I don't know what I expected here today, but that just exceeded all expectations. Okay, let's talk about how you're going to part ways with Trish Stratus here, because you say you don't want The Rock to have any excuses this Sunday, but we get some really memorable segments out of that pairing. We also get to see Team ECK, Edge, Christian, and Kurt backstage. They're preparing for the main event. The main event here is going to be those three taking on Kane, The Rock, and The Undertaker in a 6-man. What was it like being a part of a 6-man team with Edge and Christian?
Oh, those guys were great. They're some of the best technicians and wrestlers in the world. They've always had incredibly strong matches, and they have great presence. They're enthusiastic, very creative. It was a lot of fun working with them, especially doing our pre-tapes. We had a lot of fun. We made a lot of funny jokes, and again, we were funny, but we were annoying, and we were playing the heel really well, and we had great chemistry together.
The main event of that show, and you're even on the poster. Do you remember the first time you were on a WWF poster? Was that something that your family or people from your hometown were all excited about? Because it's got to be a big moment, right?
Yes, and to be on that poster at No Way Out, the only superstar on the poster, that tells you the company has confidence in you to sell the pay-per-view on your own. So they don't just put a rising star on the poster. They put their top stars on the poster. So it was a huge honor to be on that poster for No Way Out 2001.
Speaking of merchandise, around this same time, you're rocking a gray WWE t-shirt that says, "It's true, it's true." It's got the American flag styled letter I on the back, as in the old 3 eyes. Did you have a favorite WWF t-shirt over the years?
Yes, that was my favorite. It was my first t-shirt. I love the gray color, the red, white, and blue letters, the I on the back for intensity, integrity, and intelligence. That was a special shirt. That was my first. And I think anybody's first is their most special shirt.
Well, we've got a first shirt over at boxofgimmicks.com. It says broken freaking neck, similar to the Seth Rollins style shirt. Check it out right now over at boxofgimmicks.com. Let's talk.
Hey, it's Conrad Thompson. Thanks for checking out the podcast here on YouTube. Be sure to hit the subscribe button and the notifications bell so you get a notice anytime we upload some new content. And go save yourself some money right now. If you're in a 30-year loan or you have credit card debt, it's not a matter of if I can save you money. It's a matter of how much. Find out right now for free at savewithconrad.com.